Hello, this is Malik Zubair Asim. Today I am going to present my project and idea in this video. My project is Decentralized Data Storage System. You will understand from this word decentralized what is decentralized, and we are talking about data. Nowadays, data is very important because if someone have your data, they will do anything. They will play with your data. They will play with your personal life. If someone have your some business files, they will play with your business. So nowadays and from long time, we are storing our data some centralized storage system. Like that's why we have some Google Drive, OneDrive, Dropbox. There are many storage systems we are using in our daily life. But the problem is that if we are storing our data on that system, that platform is are selling our data. Recently, we heard a news. Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, this man is selling his users' data in market. It's not a small amount of cost they sold out our users' data. In a large number of amount, they sold users' data. Everyone has some secret files, business files, some personal information, because everyone is using digital banking. Everyone is doing digital transactions. Everyone is using social media platforms. We put our information on all social platforms if we are using that platform. If we are putting our information on that platform, then we will use that system. If we will not put our information on that system, then that system will not give us access to use that system. So we heard so many words in last 5 to 10 years: big data, data analysis, data mining, data warehousing, and data science. My project is decentralized storage on blockchain. How my idea works in this condition for securing our data or our files or our information. So let's discuss. First, we should need to know what is blockchain and why we need the system, and how we will protect our some important file to store on blockchain system. And this system is not hackable like properly. In blockchain, if someone have 51% have access of that blockchain, then that will win that system. In blockchain, there is win-win process, win-win consensus. There is some consensus algorithms. There are many stakeholders, shareholders, and there is many consensus like proof of work is consensus, proof of stake is consensus. Then that will win that system. This is not easy to get 51% access of any blockchain. I'm trying to making a system on blockchain. There on initial stage we have some space. After that, user will put his information or his files. That data will be secure on blockchain. If that storage is full, then you should need to buy storage from blockchain database. In our system, user will become a storage buyer and also a storage seller. How blockchain storage works? Like first we put this is our data and this is shard data. So what is shard? Shard is sharding data. Sharding is a database technique that will to be used for dramatically scale on Ethereum blockchain and enable to process more transactions per second. Sharding refers to the horizontal partitioning of database through division into rows. This like shardings are conceptualized based on characteristics. For example, one shard might be responsible for storing the state of transactions and history for a specific type of address, or it might be possible to devise shards based on the type of digital asset, like Ethereum smart contracts. This is digital assets. So transactions involving the digital asset might be made possible through a combination of shards. Then after this is our assets, digital asset records, and this is encrypting, sharding, and after the encryption of that shard, this is replicate, and then this distributed shards is divided in different nodes. Every nodes have a copy of every file. So if some nodes will be missed, then automatically system will access to next node to provide information. Then after this all the process, then the transactions will be recorded on blockchain. What is project scope? Or project scope is to provide decentralized storage and on blockchain and peer-to-peer networks. There, if peer-to-peer network is that if one node will be missed, then next node will provide information to user. User will try to replicate and update new data. There, in our system, there is a subscription model. We are providing a subscription model for customers or users for storing information on that system or buying and selling data storage on blockchain through our system. So there is an option storage user will become a storage provider, and storage provider will also use the storage of that system. We are using cloud storage. We are putting too much amount of money. We are putting to buying cloud storage. We are buying Google Drive storage. We are buying OneDrive storage. So and that storage provider is centralized, and on blockchain storage provider is decentralized. So this is trusty blockchain system is providing to securing your data. This is how blockchain works. If someone requests a transactions on a system, then transactions recorded will is here peer-to-peer network to connect it with nodes and validate the information of that request, and after the verify the transactions through cryptocurrency records, contracts, or other information. On blockchain, there is a transaction on cryptocurrency form. This is cryptocurrencies. This is supply is not determined by a central bank. Here you can see here this is central bank because this system is giving access to the centralized storage system. After once verify the transaction, then all transactions will combine and make a block on existing blockchain and then create a block on blockchain system. Then transactions is after that will complete. What is distributed ledger and how it works? There are some multiple ledgers, but bank holds the unique record because for banking transactions we are doing in normal life our so there is bank and client A, client B, client C, client D. If accidentally bank's record will be burned, then what they will do after the burning records of users? They don't have information to get back records of users. So a blockchain is a decentralized, distributed, and public digital consisting of records called blocks because every block have informations of users and that is used to record transactions across many computers so that any involved block cannot be altered retroactively without the alteration of all subsequent blocks. There is one ledger. Every node has some level of access into the ledger, like node A, node B, node C, node D, and node E. All nodes agree to protocol that determines the true state of the ledger at any point in time. The application of this protocol is sometimes called achieving consensus because if one node will not agree on that statement, then consensus will not be verified on the system. This is our content hashing. File A is ABC. File A has content is ABC, and after encryption in hashing values, the file is encrypting in 1 to 3. And this is file B, this is CBA. This is converting in 3 to 1. Like different hashing values, they are converting our files to secure and encrypt our information in that system. This is how our system will work. Like this is our mobile, and this is data blockchain data storage. And we are using IPFS system for some integrations. This is a smart contract. We are using IPFS for customers to some APIs for Ethereum and smart contracts. Then user will come on Ethereum server and make a smart contract and then upload on the database, and then after the transactions will be complete and this data will be stored on blockchain system. This is you can see here IPFS is connected with smart contracts and Ethereum is also connected with the smart contracts because Ethereum on it smart contracts is a way to upload your data information on Ethereum server. This is IPFS is a protocol and network designed to create a content addressable peer-to-peer method to storing, sharing, and hypermedia. A digital ledger in which transactions made in Bitcoin or another cryptocurrency are recorded chronologically and publicly. This is our implementation process. This is we are using Node.js server for creating this system. This is our framework to run all code on using npm, and after that we are configuring our MetaMask to our smart contract to interact with blockchain and enable websites, and after that we are creating our smart contracts on Remix ID. Then after that we are connect with IPFS nodes to connect the system and run that, and then we are putting our smart contract on Ethereum server on Etherscan. This is our Rinky transactions polls. Here we can see there are too many transactions we can see here in this slides. What is consensus mechanism? As we discussed, consensus is a fault tolerant mechanism that is used in computer and blockchain system to achieve the necessary agreement. Everyone should need to be agree on one statement or one value to distribute process of multiple agents, such like in cryptocurrencies. It is good for record keeping and among other things to securing data on system. There are multiple consensus: proof of work, proof of stake, proof of burn, proof of legitimate. There are many consensus in blockchain to playing a role of solutions and providing different use cases like real estate on blockchain, immigration on blockchain. There are many use cases on blockchain. Here we can see this is proof of work. They are working and mining informations and they are buying from them proof of work. They have stakes on blockchain. The proof of work is a consensus algorithm used by the most popular cryptocurrency networks like Bitcoin and Litecoin. It requires a participant node to prove that the work done and submitted by them qualifies them to receive the right to add new transactions to the blockchain. If someone don't put the right information on the blockchain system, and if they have right transactions, private key and public key, and after that they don't put the right information of his profile, then transactions will be rejected. However, this whole mining mechanism of Bitcoin needs high energy consumptions and longer processing time. It takes too much big servers for mining all consumptions process time. The proof of stake is another common consensus algorithm that evolves as a low-cost, low-energy consuming alternative to proof of work algorithm. It involves allocation of responsibility to maintaining the public ledger to a participant node into a proportion number of the virtual currency tokens. Like if Ethereum, firstly Ethereum made tokens, then after that Ethereum launched a cryptocurrency on the system. However, this comes with a drawback that it promotes crypto coin saving instead of spending. Conclusion is that in this idea working on decentralized storage system, because we are owner of our data. Nowadays data is very important in every situation. If you are not securing your data, then your data will be stolen from other giants. So this system is providing security and giving ownership to your data. This system is proposed the idea of about decentralized storage system using blockchain techniques, because there are too many techniques we are using in blockchain to provide a better system for data storage. This blockchain is secure from all threats and attacks, and in blockchain have multiple nodes, and like we discussed in previous slides, every node have a copy of our data, and if system will crash, then system will give access to another node to provide information to the users. So this is my idea, this is my presentation, and I'm also developing a smart contract. So this is my smart contract. I again compiled my smart contract. I created a contract on as a factory because database is a factory. We are putting too many employees in a factory. This is like database. In database, we are putting too much data in database. So here we are make a structure of nodes and create a node ID with IP addresses, and after that we make a structure for public active nodes for public keys, and there is a summaries of active nodes and how long of hash will become. There is a functions for node sign up and user sign up. User will come and get access of that system. There is for memories, user will provide storage or user will get storage from that system. This is for user instances. Address user. This is file details, file string, file name, part one, part two. They are putting information in strings or in integer with file names. Like here you can see we put in part 3 new files on that system. We create address. After that, the number of files you can see here, the length, part 1 and 2. Here I compile my smart contract. because I created this smart contract on 0.68 version, and before a few days the new version was released. So I expect here. Here is my smart contract will create on user instance and factory. So I run my smart contract, deploy. This is the details for deployment option network. Confirm. This is the creation of factory pending. Like this is Robson network. Here I uploaded my Ethereum smart contract for decentralized data storage system. Here we will check this is submitted or not. This is still pending. It takes 5 to 10 seconds, or sometimes it takes 30 seconds to transact on that system. Etherscan. You can see here this is our data. It's converted in this form. I think it takes time. Here is some contracts, active nodes. There is some for informations, users, nodes, for node sign in, node sign out, node sign up, and for user information, you can see here I put my name here, Malik. Here is thing. This is still. It still takes time. I inject my Web3 with my smart contract because a smart contract is working with Web 3.0. I connect with Web3, and this is my Ethereum account address. I put some gas limits for transactions here. Here is my transaction records. Yeah, here. What you can see here, one block confirmation. Now we can see like 31 transactions and 240 contracts, internal transactions in this block. We did 31 transactions, like multiple instances and multiple structures with files, and 240 contracts in one single smart contract. Block reward I received block reward is 2.15 Ethereum, and unclass reward is 3 Ether. Like I am not putting this smart contract again on the system because we put just one time on that system, and this is mining time of 16 seconds for smart contract. This is my gas limit, and this is my gas used for this transactions. I put this amount for transactions, and the system takes this gas for transactions. So now you understand. I created just one smart contract, and they put on the system on a single file 240 contract internal transactions in this block. In just single smart contract, they did 31 transactions and 240 contract transactions in just one block for and receive some block rewards to create. If someone creates a block, then he or she will receive rewards from the system. We are trying to make a system decentralized data storage. I just try my best to make my the system because I am working last year in blockchain, and this is my idea, and this is my I think this is my novel idea for making a decentralized storage system for users or public. Thanks for your watching.